Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly woo. We pulled Buffalo this week, and our crystal is kunzite, and our plant is the elder tree, which we actually got a few weeks ago. So let's launch in. Buffalo. This is the totem of abundance and a reminder that we have everything that we need. And a reminder that gratitude is the cure-all for any funk we could be in. And we've been talking a lot about that in the Daily Woo. Gratitude being this life hack extraordinaire. That not only does it raise your vibration, which is one of the other cards we got here, right? Raises your vibration and allows you to really pull in and magnetize what you want into your life. So there's going to be a lot of room this week to sprinkle your daily rituals and your relationships. Sprinkle them with gratitude and appreciation this week. And it can transform relationships, gratitude, right? If it's going to transform how we feel, we can put that energy to use in any area of our life and raise the vibration of it. We also, interestingly enough, we got 2 spirit cards this week. And so when we have this totem of abundance and this card gifted, it could signal that new money is coming into our life. It could signal that to bring in new income and abundance and resources, to really focus on appreciating what you already have, right? This idea of money is an energy. And if you think of it as like a person, right? How does that change it for you? And how does that redefine your relationship with money? This idea of every time you go to buy something, you acknowledge the money and thank it like it's a person. This is something I've been working with recently, and I find it to be fascinating because it will reveal a lot to you about your relationship with yourself, and allow your relationship with money to raise its vibration. So work on that this week too. That will be fascinating. And give me some feedback, because I'm finding it really useful, right? Because you also can look at like the same thing around, every area of money, like the good, the bad, all of it. And you see it as an individual. And what will be revealed is like where you're not good to it. And then that's going to reveal to you also where are you not good to yourself. It's been fascinating. So kunzite, this is the heart activation crystal. Very powerful crystal, this one. And this card really calls upon us to dive deep into what is unconditional love in our life. Where have we received it? Where have we not received it? Where have we given it? Are we capable of it? And this card is a reminder that if you're having struggles in relationships, a really great way to shift it is to pray for that person. And here we have the buffalo reminding us, because this is also a totem of prayer. So like if somebody are you at odds with somebody, or maybe just you're missing people, because we did get the happy family card come in and it was in reversed. So this can talk about missing people, or maybe like problems in your familial relationships. And instead of, because we do not want to be starting a fight this week, right? Mars, you don't want to start a fight for the next 6 months, right? Because it can just really be prolonged, and you're not likely to win it, is the truth. So we want to use that Mars energy to find new ways to handle frustration and anger and assertiveness in ways that are going to fuel the good parts of our lives. And this is a cool technique that we can use if there is anger and frustration going on in relationships. Use the energy to pray for the person, that their heart be opened, and to pray for yourself that your heart will continue to be opened. Now prayer, this is a free will universe. So angels and guides, or what the unseen, the positive parts of the unseen, right, can only help us if we ask. And this actually was made so clear in my life. I didn't always believe in angels or spirit guides or anything like that. And things got really rough for me. So as an experiment, I was like, okay, I'm going to start asking for help. And it was proven to me, because every time I asked for help, I received it. So this week, prayer, focusing on the positive, and when you can't find it, going to the place of asking for help, asking that your heart be open, asking that you will understand how to give unconditional love. And it can also be how to receive it, and let's turn this card right side up. Now this can also talk about, we're missing people, right? These travel constraints and these blockages to natural flow of seeing family or traveling, whatever that is, that can be really frustrating. And this is another opportunity to pray for the people that we're missing, pray for their protection and their safety, and also that they are finding positive benefits to this entire experience as well. Because there are a lot of good things happening, so many good things that are happening from everything we've been going through since March. And really finding like true community, and here's this gorgeous card, is one of them, right? Now we have this week Venus on the North Node, which signals to us that like new friendships can be formed, new relationships. And that's so interesting because we got the Egg card, which is success assured with good plans and hard work, and the Love card. And these are my new deck, I love them. So new friendships, right? That you really can create your soul family. Say that this happy family card for you may be that you're having memories of a difficult childhood, and maybe you don't have good relationships with your family. And then we get this community card to say, then you go make your family. Go find your soul tribe. Because with the North Node on Venus, the North Node is like kind of like a signal to our fate. It's the positive, forward thrusting energy of like destiny, so to speak. So when Venus is on the North Node, it signals to us that profound relationships can be formed right now. Really profound. And old relationships, friendships and love relationships can be renewed and reinvigorated. Now it's interesting because success is assured with good plans and hard work. Relationships are work, right? And this is where this Kunzite card comes in. Because to accept someone's flaws, to accept your own flaws, because we're all imperfect. And to love someone, it's easy to love someone when they're treating you kindly. But what if somebody's hurt you or they hurt you in the present moment? Can you still love them through it? Doesn't mean you have to like stay in a relationship with them, but where is the unconditional love factor this week? It's a really big message, especially when we get, the happy family reversed. And if we can find that unconditional love, really work that muscle, right? Like gratitude and abundance is like a muscle. Well, so is this unconditional love and forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a one and done situation. If somebody's hurt you, you may have to wake up and forgive each day. And especially like if you're frustrated right now with our leaders or, the establishment, whatever that is, how things have been, it's a time to focus on love. And really, we can feel that. We can feel that when we are deep in prayer, where we are asking for that awakening and that guidance and that heart opening. Because, as we move through this photon belt and as these waves of, major cosmic light pour onto the planet, we're all raising in our vibration. Now, there's something else going on this week called the Lion's Gate. We're in this portal. It's actually August 8th is like, I guess it would be technically called its peak, but it's when our planet is making a certain alignment to the star Sirius, which I've talked about a bit. And it can awaken massive transformation and heart openings if we're open to it. And for those of you who are watching these videos, you're probably very open to it. So we got Elder, which is ancient wisdom. And this talks about really seeking out the wisdom of the ages, you know, the good parts about history. And, you know, the Giza pyramids and this Lion's Gate portal align with Sirius. So we know that those structures were meant to be portals of higher information, transformation, and healing. And we all have access to that all the time, but specifically this week, there's going to be opportunities to really open up to some downloads around the ancient mysteries, which were forgotten, and now we're remembering them so that we can have access to them, so that we can heal ourselves and the planet. And this week is going to give us a lot of opportunity for that. And it's an invitation to seek it out. Now we got Shield Yourself, and Sulis was our goddess, which is bodies of water is her key theme. And it says spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So you know something that's really cool about this Lion's Gate portal, and anytime, you know, we have great cosmic alignments, the water holds memory. So there's something about, you know, swimming in the ocean and really getting into a open and receptive place, whether it's the ocean or the lake. I mean, I say ocean because, you know, I mean, it's so vast and so ancient. And what information can you, when you listen deeply, you know, I've been talking about having a relationship with Mother Earth and really listening deeply to the planet. And how can you grow your relationship with it, with her? And a way to do that is to be in these natural bodies of water. And we know that the effectiveness of certain healing is magnified by water. So it may also be a time where taking salt baths, right, as you're releasing and letting go of negative energy, taking Epsom salt baths can be very helpful. Drinking lots of water as well. Of course, it's, you know, the summer in the northern hemisphere and things are hotter, but also this idea of the more hydrated you are, the more receptive you're going to be to the positive energies around you. Now, the Shield Yourself card, and I like these two together because talking about salt baths and cleansing yourself in these natural bodies of water, and Shield Yourself comes up, and this is Archangel Michael. Because, you know, as we're healing, right? As we're healing these family issues or these relationships, and we're having opportunities to really look at our life and our values, there's inevitably going to be conflict, or, you know, what we perceive as like forces working against us. That's a part of what we're letting go of right now, and it's a part of what this raising of the vibration is all about. Is letting go of this polarity that we've been in for so long. Well, Shield Yourself comes into play because when we're out in the world and we're dealing with difficult people, or we're in difficult circumstances, we're experiencing fear and anxiety and worry, one of the great ways to combat that in, right, a peaceful, loving way, you're not starting a fight, but protecting yourself by imagining light. And any color is effective, but blue, royal blue, cobalt blue, sapphire energy is the color of Archangel Michael. So I like to work with my clients with this. I teach them a clearing meditation at the beginning of each session where we imagine, you know, white light around ourselves, that bubble of protection, that bubble of peace and harmony. But we can also work with blue light to really amp up that level of security and safety that we want to be feeling. And, you know, I do this daily. I imagine myself surrounded in beautiful white light. I then do a bubble of blue light. And I also like to work with the violet flame, which, you know, violet is the highest vibratory frequency of color that we can experience as humans. And that frequency registers on all levels, within our limbic system and our subconscious as a very cleansing and healing vibration, and very protective as well. So this week, as you go into forge healing in your relationships, and one way to do that, right, is to give gifts. But we're also going to be wanting to shield ourselves, because there's some pretty aggressive energy out there. And also, when we're shielding ourselves, we're also protecting others from our negative energy, should that come up within us. So it's a dual. It's like, it's the same thing of like wearing the mask in public. You're doing it for others, and you're also doing it for yourself. So when gifted comes up and we have this card of community, I feel like this week and this heart activation, do something kind for someone. And that was something we talked about in one of the daily woos this past week. This element of, you want to magnify luck in your life, do something surprising for someone else. The surprise gift always works, especially if you're trying to heal a relationship and return to this heart-open space. But this can also mean that we may be receiving gifts, right? Now, gifts aren't just material. Gifts can be a gift of time, right? A gift of someone's attention. I mean, that's the best gift at all, isn't it? When somebody really listens to us and we really feel heard and seen. So it doesn't have to be monetary, it doesn't have to be material. But it could be this week, right? And maybe that's something you want to do too. So I think with this Lionsgate portal, when we're going through these big changes and these waves of high frequency energy that are pouring into the planet, it's not always comfortable, right? Raising your vibration, oftentimes it means that you have to let go of people, places, things, habits that block your ability to be your highest potential, block your ability to feel your power. So when we raise in vibration, it means letting go. And with some of these energies that we have going on in this full moon, that we're already in its orb, the full moon is going to illuminate where you need to let go. Because rapid change comes with this full moon too, like surprising and unexpected events. And that can be scary. But I think this week what we're really going to be forced to do is reach out for help to be able to maintain a positive state of mind. And praying, that's one of the most high vibrational things you can do. And what is your relationship with that which created you? What is your relationship with prayer? I know for me, I had to be incredibly humbled to get to a place where I began to sincerely pray for assistance and help. And, again, I just want to reiterate, praying for others too. And you can ask that angels and guides be around someone that you can't be with. If you can't be there to help heal them, you ask for assistance. So you guys, thank you so much for viewing the weekly woo this week. And where can you gift someone? And where can you enrich your community with, your own knowledge, right? The ancient wisdom coming through, where can you share it? And with this full moon, it is a great time to take the salt baths and clean. The full moon illuminates what we have to let go of. It shows us where things need to end. And for some of us with this full moon, it can be really surprising. This sudden clarity that, oh my God, I have to end this. I have to change this. I can't do that anymore. And because we're also going to be pushed with this Venus on the North Node, we're being pushed towards what we do value now. And yes, that may have changed recently. And now it's time to start taking those steps to really create the life that we want and create the relationships that we want and spread the harmony that we all deserve. So, I do one-on-one readings, and I am taking appointments for August. You can email me at info@thegoodwoo.org, or you can head to the website, thegoodwoo.org, and look at the services tab. And I look forward to the Daily Woos this week, where we're going to explore more about ancient wisdom and prayer and abundance, and really opening our heart so that even when we're in conflict, we can be proud of how we engage with other people. And remembering that love is the root of all things, right? Love is it. And when we come back to that truth, that is where we can really make great changes. And maybe the surprise for you is going to be that this week you have a great heart opening, an awakening of your ability to love, of your ability to receive love. Well, that's my prayer for you guys. Thanks so much for viewing.